even watch sports.
You don't even watch sports. We telling you now why Luka Doncic is the best point guard in the NBA.
We talk GOAT talk. And yes, the GOAT is a white man.
You don't even watch sports. You think Carmelo Anthony good. I'm telling you, you already seen this happen before.
Hoodie Melo is back. I don't know what he's talking about. He is part of the Trinity.
So, Tat, 2 weeks in the bubble are down in the NBA. Look like everything coming into what you thought it was going to be?
The NBA is back. We in the bubble. No one has contracted corona. Shit, we living our life. We got virtual commentators, Beyonce playing in the background. We got home games, that's away games, that whole games. And LeBron is king. Yes, I'm excited. It's NBA. What I'm gonna watch? Baseball?
I'm not about to start that again with you today. So tell me this, man. I know you think you're a Kyle Lowry fan, right?
No, I ain't no goddamn Kyle Lowry fan. Who told you that?
I could have swore last year in the finals you was all on Kyle Lowry.
I was not on no Kyle Lowry. I never cared about Kyle Lowry.
So you think that the Raptors, they got a chance now, even with Kyle Lowry being maybe their best player?
Yes, Siakam is their best player.
Siakam?
Yes.
So you think Siakam is more important to the Raptors than Kyle Lowry?
Yes.
And why do you feel that way?
Because once the double team come for Siakam, who he gonna kick out to?
I mean, you got plenty of other people to kick out.
He's gonna kick out to Lowry.
So
and hopefully he can make the shot.
So what about
hopefully
Van Fleet?
Van Fleet can make the shot.
So what about? So I'm saying if you got Van Fleet and you got Kyle Lowry, wouldn't you almost say Siakam might be the second option on that team?
Siakam should be the first option. He's too explosive. He's too versatile. His defense is impeccable. I mean, he's standing out more this year than last year with the claw. Mr. Goddamn convenient champion. The convenient champion.
Who? Kawhi?
Yeah, he's a convenient champion.
Man, you got to get off of that. Because Kawhi could fuck around and win 3 rings with 3 different teams. Ain't too many players can say that.
When he gonna do that? He's not gonna do it while they king in the West. He's not gonna do it while LeBron is still playing NBA basketball. So when he's gonna win, where's he gonna win a ring at?
He might win one with the Clippers.
When LeBron retires?
Either way, it might still happen.
I mean, hey, goddamn shit turned to sugar. I don't care. Anything can happen once the king leave.
Anyway, let me get back to the topic on that. I think the Raptors are for real.
I too think the Raptors are for real.
It is all because of Kyle Lowry. He hasn't played bad yet. But you know it's coming, but it hasn't happened yet.
I mean, who does he has to play against in the East?
I mean, you still got Boston.
Who?
Boston. You just was in here toting Philly last week. So
yeah, Ben Simmons is hurt now, so that's
Ben
over
Simmons
with.
out for the season, but Ben Simmons would have been guarding Kyle Lowry anyway, though.
Why he wouldn't?
I mean, he never got most of the point guards for the teams on that. He usually guarding the 2 or the 3.
Playoffs, he's going to be guarding the point guard.
Okay.
It's the playoffs. We switch it up. But Philly is an afterthought. They over with. It's done.
It wasn't never beginning. I told you Philly wasn't going to do nothing this year. I told you that a month ago.
You don't even watch sports.
I know enough to know Philly wasn't going to be the NBA champion. So another thing I got to ask you about, TJ Warren.
Who?
TJ Warren.
Who the fuck is that?
Play for the Pacers. He the hottest man in the bubble right now. I dare you to name one player.
TJ Warren is not the hottest man in the bubble. Blasphemy.
TJ Warren is averaging 34 points in the bubble. Top 3 scorer in the league. And guess what? That's without Oladipo. That's without Jeremy Lamb. That's without Sabonis. Name somebody in the league who is hotter than him right now.
Devin Booker.
Nah, it's close, but come on.
How?
Man, we seen T.J. Warren put up 50 in the bubble a week ago.
If you ain't got nobody else to pass to, you might as well score 70.
Yeah, but if it's the NBA, a lot of people ain't gonna do all of that. He did it.
The Suns have won 5 games straight. The only team in the NBA to not have a loss in the bubble.
Yeah, but
Devin Booker is the most explosive. He's outscoring everybody. He's carrying his team. Not only is they're probably going to get the AC, they're going to have a play-in game probably with Portland because Hoodie Melo was back. No one's talking about goddamn Pacers in the East. What standings are the Pacers in the East right now?
They're 5th in the East right now.
They're in 5th. So that means they're going to have to play who?
They're going to have to play Miami.
Miami. And what you think goddamn Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero going to do? Spank them.
I mean, I thought that before, but
spank them.
I ain't been looking good lately.
I mean, these games are warm-up games. This is not the playoffs. Everyone knows at the last 2 tail end of the games, everyone takes off, everyone lays off, everyone gets some coffee and rethinks themselves and energize.
Well, currently, Phoenix is number 10 in the West. So they got a lot of ground to cover in a little bit of time.
They are at a half of the game back behind Memphis, ain't it?
Behind
Portland. Okay, they're half a game back behind Portland.
And Portland is...
So they're going to do this. So either it's most likely going to be Portland and Phoenix doing the play-in game. One of the two is going to get in.
You keep forgetting about Memphis.
They already in the AC.
No, they're not. They're in the AC, but yeah, they can get bumped out.
Correct.
1 through 7 is already set.
Okay, then. So it's either going to be, it's not going to be Memphis. It's going to either be Portland or Phoenix. No, Memphis is the afterthought.
Why?
The most they're going to get is a Rookie of the Year with John Morant.
How you feel at the afterthought?
What you mean how I feel at the afterthought?
What you mean what I mean? What I asked. How do you feel at their afterthought? How do you feel that Memphis is the afterthought right now?
They're not going to win enough games.
I'm asking you what make you say that.
Look at their remaining schedule. Look at it.
And you think they're...
What's their remaining schedule?
So you think...
Let's see the last 2 teams they played.
You still... But you got that much confidence in Phoenix.
I got that much confidence in Hoodie Melo.
But Melo don't play for Phoenix. What you talking about?
He played for Portland.
Right. That's best up. You don't want to give credit to T.J. Warren, man. T.J. Warren, I see you. See, he don't watch sports. But I see you out there hooping in the bubble right now.
Do you think they're going to beat the Celtics?
I think they could beat the Celtics.
You think they're going to beat the Bucks?
Now, that's a little tricky.
Says the nigga in the goddamn Bulls jersey.
Says me in the Rodman jersey.
It's a Bulls jersey. You're
not
even in the playoffs. You're not even in the bubble.
Hall of Fame champions.
You're not in the bubble.
Hall of Fame champions.
Who?
Rodman.
Rodman? Which the Detroit Pistons Rodman? Or goddamn
San Antonio Rodman, the Bulls Rodman, whoever.
Karma Electra Rodman.
Rodman, who jersey I got on. And he in the Hall of Fame. Nah, you can't dispute that.
So does Varejao.
Varejao doesn't have it in the Hall of Fame.
He has a championship.
So what? A lot of sorry players.
Ain't Varejao got a championship for 2 teams the same year?
Yeah, with Cleveland and with Golden State.
Okay then. So what are you talking about? Anybody can get a championship in the NBA.
So now you're saying Rodman just anybody?
Yes, Rodman is anybody. Yes, I said that right here live on TV.
That's why I know you don't watch sports. It's no way possible you can even fit that through your mouth to say that.
Right now, in this day and age, do you think goddamn Rodman can put the clamps on Giannis?
Yeah.
You think he can put the clamps on LeBron?
Yeah.
You don't watch sports.
Man, please. Rodman could D up anybody in the NBA with the exception of maybe Harden. Just being honest with you. Another takeaway I got, man. Luka Doncic, man. This dude might be one of the top 3 players in the NBA right now. You care to dispute that? You disagree?
Top 3?
Top 3.
Do I want to dispute that?
Do you want to dispute it?
You got LeBron.
You got LeBron.
You got Giannis.
I got Giannis.
And then you're going to give it to
Luka. Yep.
I'll do that.
You agree with that?
Because they're very efficient on offense.
Now, what if I go a step further and say I got Luka being number 2 in the league?
I mean, anybody behind the King, I really don't give a damn. I mean, King is number 1. If he's before Giannis in your mind, hey, that's you. That's what you chose.
What if I tell you I got Giannis at number 1 and LeBron at 3?
I tell you, you don't even watch sports.
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
It's a possibility how?
I mean, just look at the stats. I mean, everybody, All those other dudes you just named, Giannis, Luka, they got another 10 plus years in the league. LeBron on the end right now, man. And LeBron ain't been stepping up this year. But I'll come back to that. I got a question for you about that. But you
said LeBron's not stepping up. Yeah, he's number one in field goal percentage.
That is absolutely false.
That's true.
That is not.
I promise you.
Okay, whatever.
I got hard facts.
I got hard facts too. So let's say
what's
this.
Your facts?
We'll come back to it. Because I want your opinion on something for real. So this right here. So you agree that Luka Doncic is one of the top 3 players in the league?
Yes.
That's a good takeaway. Another takeaway, the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans trash. Pelicans are the most overhyped team of the year.
Not only is the Pelicans the most overhyped team, they have no defense.
They play no defense.
Besides Zion Williams, I don't care about the Pelicans.
Not even Brandon Ingram?
I don't give a fuck about Bradley. What his name is?
Brandon
Ingram.
That's disrespectful.
You talking about the ex-Laker Brandon Ingram?
That's disrespectful.
You talking about the guy with the heart clots, blood clots?
Once again,
and he got a heart problem?
No, I hope not.
He got blood clots or something.
Well,
he does has that. He has that. He's a sickly child.
That
any day his career could be over. Fuck Brandon Ingram, King of 5.
Oh man. All right, so I give you this. We were talking about Phoenix earlier. Another observation I got: Phoenix is going to be one of the top contenders in the next 1 to 2 years. You think so, or you disagree with that?
I disagree.
Why you disagree?
Because Booker is about to be traded to another team next year.
How do you figure that?
Because somebody's about to spend the big money for him. Contract about to end.
Yeah, and the Phoenix going to re-sign him.
No, he's not going to do that.
Phoenix not going to let him leave. They're going to give him whatever he
wants. Draymond just campaigned last night about Booker. You need to get out of there. They're wasting your talent. He just got fined.
Yeah, $25,000, right?
No, I thought it was $50,000.
Okay, might have been somewhere up in there.
Yeah, he just got fined for that. So you don't think other people are campaigning? You don't think he's listening to what everyone else saying?
Well, I think Devin Booker would be best to stay there for another 3-4 years. They on the right track. They on the right track, man. They got DeAndre Ayton. You know what I mean? They got, Ricky Rubio, whatever his situation may be. He fit in good with the system to have a point guard. Somebody to play off of Devin Booker. Why
you mean Ricky Rubio, who was supposed to have been the next Steve Nash? Ricky Rubio?
Ricky Rubio.
The Italian sensation?
I don't think he's Italian. He's from Spain. Come on, man.
Ain't Spanish people and Italian people the same people?
What the hell? What did you ever hear Italy and Spain being the same?
They both eat spaghetti, ain't it?
I've never seen a Spanish person eat spaghetti. What are you talking about?
Spaniards, Italians, spaghetti. It all comes together. Everyone knows that.
This man don't even watch sports. This man don't know nothing about Italians. This man don't even know nothing about spaghetti. That's terrible. But speaking of the Pelicans, you think they doing wrong by not giving Zion more playing time? They sitting him out. They set him out the other night.
I mean, he has a weight problem. He has an endurance problem. He has a size problem. He has a height problem. I mean, he's going to be the next Kwame Brown.
But yeah. you just said less than 5 minutes ago that the Pelicans had Zion Williamson. That was the only thing good about him. But now you just compared him to Kwame Brown, all people?
Yeah, I did.
How
overhyped and no results.
Overhyped?
Overhyped and no results.
I get
the Pelicans will always be a 12 seed team.
Well, I mean, without Anthony Davis.
Without Anthony Davis. Lonzo Ball forgot his shot.
Yeah, and they got one of the worst coaches ever, in my opinion, over there with Alvin Gentry.
Don't do that, because that man puts Toronto together.
Yeah, you saw what they did when he left.
The same thing they did to Mark Jackson in Golden State.
I'm not talking about Mark Jackson. No, I'm not talking about Golden State. I'm talking about Alvin Gentry.
Great black man. Great coach. We need more African-American coaches in the league.
Great black man.
Black Lives Matter.
Terrible black coach. So, right now, the Pelicans, they sitting at 12th in the West. They came in the bubble as the 10th seed. And you put that all on who? Everybody?
I put that on Lonzo Ball.
But why not the coach though? Why not the coach to put Zion in? If you're trying to get in the playoffs, and you know the NBA wants Zion in the playoffs, you know that.
He doesn't have the endurance. We can't put him in. We're protecting our legacy. We're protecting our investment. Zion Williams is a gamble. We hope that he lose the weight. We hope that he get in shape. And we hope that he play great.
If he's going to be Kwame Brown, what's the point, right? You heard it here first, folks. TatMoney just compared Zion Williamson to Kwame Brown. So, Devin Booker. You say Devin Booker the best player in the league right now? In the bubble. In the bubble, as of right now.
I said he's the most efficient.
You just said that about Luka too, man.
I can have more than one efficient player I like.
They can't be.
He's a white man. He's a black man. I can't have two favorite black men. I got a favorite black man and a favorite white man.
Man, why you coming here with that? Why, man? So, all right. So Luka's your favorite white efficient player. Devin Booker's your favorite black efficient player.
Yes. Right. Equal opportunity. All lives matter.
But I think Devin the most overlooked player in the league, man.
Is he overlooked?
I mean, he's not right now, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah.
Because he plays for the Suns. They don't even get that many televised games.
I mean, that doesn't matter, man. Like, everybody watch the league now. It's not necessarily about being in the cities like it used to be. You got all the NBA channels and all that. So everybody's accessible is what I'm trying to get to. And I think that with his situation, with him playing in Phoenix, I think it actually makes him better because he's able to outshine everybody else around him.
That's the same thing Kemba Walker did then.
In Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Kemba Walker trash, though.
What? So he's not a better fit for Boston than Kyrie was?
Oh, yeah, he's better fit
so
for Boston.
So how is he trash? If he's a better point guard than Scary Terry.
Listen, what is something memorable that Kemba Walker has done? Name one highlight reel in your life that you remember. You say, "Ooh, shit, boy, I seen Kemba Walker put such and such away. Kemba Walker came through in the clutch." You've never said it. You've never heard it because it's never happened.
Because their games are not even televised until now.
Listen, man, if it would have happened, you would have seen it.
I didn't get to see any Charlotte games. I never thought, oh yeah, LeBron playing the Charlotte. I think I need to tune in.
And that's why, because Kemba Walker was there. There was no reason to tune in. That's my entire point. But Devin Booker, 47% field goal percentage, 40% from three-point line, averaging 7 assists a game. Man, I know you saw that buzzer beater he hit against the Mavs.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Okay. As long as you can agree to that.
Listen, I rock with Bookham Daniel. I rock with him. I mean, I'm not against it. I know it's going to be a dog fight for the Holy Trinity in Portland. Dame Dollar, CJ, and Carmelo. I know it's going to be a dog fight. But at the end of the day, I feel like Portland is going to get that 8th slot. Memphis is out of here.
Let's see. 2 more games to tell us. Let me ask you this. Anthony Davis, more important to the Lakers than LeBron right now.
Why would you say such filth?
I'm just saying that's what it is right now. I don't think
how it is right now.
I don't think it's going to be like that in the playoffs. But as of right now, Anthony Davis is more important to the Lakers.
State your facts.
LeBron only shooting 27% from 3-point. LeBron only averaging 19 points a game. Like, you see it. He can't carry that load anymore like that. Or at least right now, he's not doing it. Like, I do honestly feel like when the playoffs come around, you'll see a different LeBron. But as of today, Anthony Davis is more important to that team.
So you want LeBron to waste his energy on games that doesn't count? Because in a loss to Indiana, we just scored 31 points.
And you lost.
Yeah, we lost.
It's my entire point. When LeBron put up big numbers so far, since the restart, the Lakers have lost.
And we averaged 25 points.
The Lakers have lost. He does not average 25. That's for the season. I'm talking about in the bubble.
In the bubble.
In the bubble. That's for the season.
The bubble doesn't matter. These are warm-up games. This is preseason.
This is not preseason. This matters. This is how everybody's going to
get. How does it matter when we just locked the first seed? It doesn't matter.
Because they got to play for the chemistry. They haven't played in a while. You got 2 new players, Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith. You need to get these people acclimated with this, man. You can't just go out there and throw them against the best teams in the West and be like, here go a 7-game series.
Name one team that's playing their best basketball in the bubble right now.
Phoenix.
I rest my case. So you mean to tell me we got to get our shit together for Phoenix?
I mean, you talking about...
Or we like any other team resting our players until when playoffs come, then we're going to play our best. These people are fighting for something. We don't give a damn. This is the game.
We just saw them lose to the Raptors.
You know what we're thinking about when we go in the bubble? We're thinking about what we're going to watch as soon as this game over. What are we going to eat? We're trying to figure out what kind of engaging conversation we're going to have with Savannah on the telephone because she's not in the bubble. I mean, we have so much other stuff. We have Space Jam 2 coming out. We don't have time to be thinking about a fucking play-in bubble game. It's not the playoffs.
So what happened when you get to the playoffs and the same thing happened again? Then
playoff LeBron appears.
What if he don't?
When has he never?
Last year.
When I was hurt and we wasn't even going to make it anyway? You think I'm going to waste energy for a shit I ain't going to make? This is the game. This is royalty. Royalty don't play with peasants.
What you mean he got a team full of peasants right now?
There's no peasants on there. There's nothing but goddamn royal knights in the royal court, princes and goddamn Prince Valiant, Sir Lancelot, Guinevere, Merlin, all type of magical entities are on the Lakers. Dwight Howard is playing the best basketball he ever can play. Caruso, he could be a starting point guard. Caldwell Pope can be a starting point guard. Danny Green will hit 33s in the game if I tell him to. I mean, Anthony Davis, the best. You have to triple team him to stop him. I mean, Dwayne Wade, Dion Waiters. He is so happy to play with me. He don't know how to Dudley, the best cheerleader in the game. We don't even need female cheerleaders because we have Dudley. We have the total package. We have Jason Kidd as assistant fucking coach. The greatest point guard to ever goddamn play for Brooklyn.
Wow.
New Jersey.
There you go.
Nets.
See how quick that got all tangled up? You want to walk that back or you going to stay on that? You going to keep that flag on that hill?
Jason Kidd is the greatest point guard to play for New Jersey.
He's the only point guard to play for New Jersey.
No, he's not.
Him and Kenny Anderson. Name another good point guard player.
Kyrie Irving.
That's Brooklyn. That's not New Jersey.
It's the same people.
It's not the same people. Completely different cities and everything.
It's still the Nets.
Brooklyn Nets. New Jersey Nets. Not the same. Not the same.
When the Raiders move, they still not going to be the Raiders. When San Diego move, they're not going to be San Diego. When Golden State move, they still not going to be Golden State Warriors.
Golden State, yes. The Raiders, yes. The Chargers, no.
Charlotte Bobcats and Charlotte Hornets are not the same people?
No.
How they're not?
Because it's not.
You don't even watch sports. You got on a goddamn Robin jersey.
The Bobcats and the Hornets are not the same team.
They kept the same players.
It's different mascots.
Who remembers the mascot?
You when you just
Who goes to the game and says, you know what? I can't believe that's a Hornet and not a Bobcat anymore.
You know what you did? You just called them a Bobcat. If it was that serious, you would just call them a Hornet from the beginning.
I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you like this. LeBron James doesn't need anyone else. LeBron James can carry 12 trash men to the finals.
This is going to be so disappointing.
LeBron James can carry 12 water boys to the finals. LeBron James can go to any high school, any G League, D League, and pull 10 players and go to the finals. This is LeBron James we're talking about. LeBron James didn't come in the league asking for buckets. He came in the league asking for assists. People to pass the ball to. people to believe in. And he can believe in any player that you put beside him that they're going to do their job. That's why we gave J.R. Smith another chance. You think after the Hennessy incident that we was not going to give J.R. another chance? This is all designed. This is the greatest comeback of J.R. Smith history we're about to witness in the playoffs. We're about to see everything that he lost given back to him.
Man, cut it out. You sound just...
That was the greatest thing that A.V. Bradley could have did was not come and re-pick up J.R. Smith.
You sound preposterous.
Mr. Hennessy himself.
Mr. Blow It at the end himself.
You don't even watch sports. These people going to unsubscribe once they hear the stuff you uttered today.
That's not true. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, too.
And hit a like, drop a comment.
Something. Do all of that. So, Carmelo Anthony, you say you rock with hooded Carmelo.
He's back, baby.
Skinny Carmelo.
He's back. He's playing defense. He's diving for the ball. He's hitting game-winning threes. He's driving to the paint. He's giving high energy. I like this Melo. This is playoff Melo.
Playoff Melo? Playoff Melo don't even exist. This is regular season Melo. Everybody look at me. When I get to the playoffs, I'm going to disappear. We've seen this movie before, man. Like, why do we keep watching this dude every year and he do this every time and we think, oh, Carmelo back? Didn't we just do that for the Rockets?
They didn't even give him playing time, man. Don't do that.
Man, we did it for the Rockets when he first went down. When he first went to the Rockets, everybody was like, oh, Carmelo out there with Harden. Carmelo back. Carmelo back. Carmelo came back and had
the Rockets did not know how to utilize Carmelo's talents. They didn't give him minutes. They didn't include him in the offense. They did not utilize his strength. It was the James Harden show. And Carmelo was just trying to like, well, damn. Why you got a legend on your team and you sit there giving it to this nigga with this ugly ass goddamn mohawk?
Carmelo is washed up, man. We watched.
He's not playing like it.
Yeah, he does this every year. Talk to me when the playoffs come in.
I'll talk to you in the playoffs. I got 4 rounds of your favorite drink that Portland will get the 8th seed.
And I got 4 rounds of your favorite drink that even if Portland gets the 8th seed, they're getting swept in the first round.
Swept?
Swept.
So if they win one game,
they out of here in less than 5.
See, that's not sweet though.
They out of here in 5. I put it that way. They won't make it past 5 games in the playoffs when they have to play, whether it's the Clippers or whether it's the Lakers.
If they're in the 8th seed, they don't have to play the Lakers.
That's
and
true.
we all know what the King is going to do to his good friend.
He's going to sweep.
Yes, we both agree that the King will sweep his good friend Carmelo. Yes.
I don't first. So what we talk about Carmelo for? We see Carmelo do that every year. Come out and get bounced in the first round. We see that.
That's all. The story here is Carmelo was so-called washed up. He was so much he cannot make a team. He cannot even make a starting lineup. He is this. He is that. But the story is he came and he made the playoffs. That's good enough for me.
Good. See how the bar lowers for Carmelo with everybody, but they want to talk about they believe in hooded Carmelo. Now it's he got. Playoffs.
You have to understand what he's going against here.
Man, you have to understand this dude has never been good as a winner. He's a great scorer. He's not a winner.
Only reason why he didn't win because Allen Iverson acted like a little girl when they played the Denver together, and you know that. You know if Allen Iverson would have focused on Carmelo instead of himself, Denver would have won them a championship.
So what's the problem for when he played for the Knicks?
It's the Knicks.
I mean, the Knicks were contenders at the time. They were making the playoffs.
It's the Knicks. When have the Knicks ever been good?
When have Carmelo ever won anything? That's what I'm asking you. You have no winning.
Syracuse.
Yeah, in the Olympics, but not the NBA. He doesn't do it in the NBA.
It's all about getting the gold. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, sure it is.
Fight for your right to be American.
So, the most overrated duo in the NBA. I know you're not going to say it's CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard because you don't call these boys the Holy Trinity or something. You don't call some foolishness.
Who?
Who was it?
Who is the best? Do you ask me who the best duo?
Most overrated duo.
And you said Carmelo Anthony?
No, I said you can't say it's them.
How you gonna tell me what I can say?
Okay, well, who is it then?
I know who mine is.
Who is it?
I don't want to hear yours. I know who mine is. Let me ask you, who is the most overrated duo in the NBA?
I'm compelled to say Westbrook and Harden, but I think I found somebody a little bit more overrated than them. I'm going Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Not for Kawhi, but because of Paul George. Paul George is one of the most overrated players the NBA has seen in at least the last 20 years. That dude, I don't remember him doing much winning in the playoffs. I remember him having good regular season games. I remember him doing great when he played with Indiana. He had a couple of spurts out there in OKC, but for the most part, what has Paul George done to make you be like Paul George is an elite player?
I agree. He gets spanked by LeBron every time he meets him.
Every time.
So, yes, they're overrated. They're overrated because if you think the Clippers is going to be able to beat the Lakers in any 7-game series, you bump your head. If you think the Clippers will come out the West and be in any type of championship game while LeBron is playing basketball, you bump your head. And if you think the Clippers can ever be the number one team in LA while LeBron James is playing in this league, you'll bump your head. So, yes, I agree.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did. What about Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum? Overrated?
How many overrated teams you got? I thought you said that's going to be the most. You just want to go talk about everyone?
No, I'm just asking. Do you think that? You don't think Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker?
Who was talking about Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum?
I'm asking you. Do you think that?
I didn't even know they was a team. I thought it was Jalen and Tatum. I thought they were more of a duo.
I mean, Kemba Walker, the one who named you, always associate now with the Celtics. So he kind of like the face of the team.
I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum got more synergy than them two.
They Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I think them are the core of that team.
So what about Westbrook and Harden? Overrated?
They're not. No one who is rating them high.
You don't think people rank Westbrook and Harden high as top duos in the NBA?
I think they rank Harden high. And I think they're hoping Westbrook show up.
Westbrook just showed up the other night.
Yeah, he did. But
31.
This is my overrated. Mm-hmm. Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
They haven't played together yet.
But they're overrated. Everyone's talking like when they come and they're back and they're healthy, they're going to the finals in the East. They're going to be unstoppable. That's what overrated is. That's what people are rating them before they even touch the ball together, that they're going to be so fucking omnipotent. Yeah, I used that word right, too.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Omnipotent. Right. All powerful, all knowing.
That's not the term for them.
They're acting like they're the greatest thing to touch goddamn the court.
Points for pronouncing it correctly, though. I will give you that and take a sip of that. Why you didn't say it?
Say what?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter?
For your sip. I thought that was your gimmick. Every time you take a sip of your drink, you say Black Lives Matter.
I don't got no gimmicks. So you can't agree with me that everyone is expecting Kyrie and Kevin Durant to make some noise when they touch the court finally together.
Yeah, I think people do expect that. But, I mean, you haven't seen them together. You don't know what they could be. They could be great. They could be bad. But you haven't seen it together. So to call them overrated, I think, is kind of a stretch when they haven't even been on the court at the same time.
Well, I don't know. Listen here.
I mean, you said you was fine with my pick, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they're overrated. They're trash.
I mean, you can't think of nobody more overrated.
No, because everyone they're the LeBron stoppers. They're the best wings in the league. They're this, they're that. They are trash.
How dangerous are the Celtics?
Not dangerous.
3rd seed in the East.
They're not dangerous.
You think they're going to get bumped in the first round?
Correct.
That's interesting. Would you be surprised?
Who they got? Larry Bird playing with them?
Larry Bird ain't walking back through them doors.
Who they got? Kevin McHale?
Your boy, Kemba Walker. Jason Tatum.
Kendrick Perkins about to suit up?
I mean, he might.
Paul Pierce?
The answer.
The truth.
That was Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
You don't even watch sports. Yeah, man. Goddamn, who gives a damn about the goddamn Celtics, man? I don't like the racist motherfuckers over there, man. Brad Stevens can't even coach the team, man.
Most overrated coach in the league right now, too.
Yeah, man.
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, they're not. I don't listen. They're not going nowhere. They should have kept Al Horford.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they should have.
To do what?
And should have kept Scary Terry. They should have kept their team together. They should not have broke it up. They should have kept Markieff Morris. They should have did all that. But they want to break it up for Gordon Hayward. They destroyed the Celtics. Would have been a threat. But they were so on keeping the next goddamn Reggie Miller, Gordon Hayward, happy. Brad Stevens' little pet.
The next Reggie Miller.
Yeah, the next Reggie Miller. And then they ruined the team. They ruined the team. Jason Tatum out of here. He's going to be a Laker next year.
Yeah, I hope he do go to LA.
He will.
Hope so. The Bucks. They were down by 23 against the Heat. I know you don't think highly of the Bucks. I told you I think the Bucks are the best team in the East.
Better than Toronto.
Better than Toronto. Do you want to give them props now for coming back from 23 down against the Heat?
Me giving a Spaniard congratulations for going against a Jimmy Butler-less Miami Heat team.
Jimmy Butler?
List.
Yeah.
Miami Heat. When you want me to give them credit for doing that?
I'm just asking.
I would never get that Spaniard that.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Giannis.
He's from Greece, man. He's not from Spain.
Man, he's something from overseas. He's something.
This man's so disrespectful.
I don't know what he is. I don't know. I don't even speak his language.
Giannis is Greek for the listeners.
I speak American.
It's English. So you think it means nothing? All because Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Yeah, correct. Just like when they lost, like Lakers lost when LeBron had a groin soreness. I mean, the king is not there. We had a groin soreness. Listen, this is the East. Toronto, the Bucks. One of those two coming out the East. Point blank. We know that. We know that. We know Toronto is the most complete team. The Bucks will fold under pressure. Point blank. The Bucks is not a playoff team. We know that.
We don't know that. He thinks that. Top 10 point guards in the league.
You want to talk top 10 point guards?
You want me to talk about it?
I mean, to be a point guard, you have to be able to be a coach on the court. You have to be able to decipher the defense, run the offense, keep your comrades at positive thinking and positive play. The point guard has to get everyone involved. So what's the top 10 players doing that?
I got number 10 on my list. I got Kyle Lowry.
Number 10 on your list is Kyle Lowry.
10.
And my number 10 is Trae Young.
Not bad. Why you give him so low?
31 points per game, second in assists. He's just too short. He can score, but he can't defend nothing. And besides Vince Carter and Cam Reddish,
nobody else.
There's nobody else there. Trigger Trae, he pulling up from half court. Besides that, he's just not big enough.
Okay. Number 9, I got Kemba Walker. I just think that, man, he has a better control of that team than previous point guards did. I mean, he's not really a winner, per se, in my book. But he does get the ball where he needs to get it to, and he plays defense.
My number 9 is Kyle Lowry.
Okay, it's about the same with me.
30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Right. Man, the only reason I have him, I guess, so low on mine is because, with the exception of the Kawhi-led Raptors, I haven't seen him win anything. As much as I joke about him, he's pretty good. He's a pretty decent player. Number 8 on my list, I got somebody who I despise, but I got to give it to him, Chris Paul. I got Chris Paul at number 8. Chris Paul might be the last of the previous generations of point guards, and he plays just like it. I mean, you see him, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He lacks heart, I think, but outside of that, can't really knock Chris Paul.
My number 8 is Ben Simmons, the Aussie himself. 6'10", lead the league in steals. If he just put his head down and drive to the basket, he's unstoppable, handles for days. I mean, I'd rather him at the point guard position than move him to the power forward, but at the point guard position, he's elite. There's no other player that needs to develop a 3 who will get more results than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is an excellent passer.
Yeah,
it's just he doesn't have a long-range game.
He doesn't shoot. He's the only basketball player in history that's scared to shoot.
He's not scared to shoot. He knows what works for him.
Man, he's scared to shoot.
Why go to Burger King when you know you only like McDonald's?
Why be a basketball player if you're not going to shoot the ball? It's a better question. Number 7 for me, I got Trae Young. I think Trae Young going to be a mean scorer for us over with. He ain't going to necessarily be with Atlanta, but somebody going to pick him up, and yeah, he's going to become a big-time scorer, I think.
Russell Westbrook.
Why you got him like that?
Because he's going to pad the stats. He's a stat sheet stuffer. And that's it.
Stat sheet stuffer.
He's a stat sheet stuffer. I mean, he's not the best at getting everyone involved, but he's going to stuff those stats. That's all I can say about Russell.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that guy. I have nothing else.
Number 6 for me, I got Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly?
I got Patrick Beverly. When you need defense, you need to stop. Patrick Beverly is there, Jack.
What are he going to do if he got to do with a 7-foot Giannis coming down the court at point guard?
I mean, that's going to be a situation we have to see happen when it happens. I mean, he shouldn't be down there trying to guard Giannis anyway.
Joe Morant.
Not bad.
Only Jason Kidd and Mike Bibby has more assists in the season than Joe Morant. This kid is explosive. He's a rookie coming out of this league, developing his own, making a name for himself. He's going to be the rookie of the year.
Yeah, he better.
And he's number 6.
He better. Number 5 for me, man, I got Russell Westbrook. Walking triple-double, man.
Stat sheet stuffer.
The hissing radiator.
Chris Paul.
Okay. Why you pick Chris Paul this
Banana
time?
boat. Legend. Damn near the best shortest point guard in the league. He's going to get... What he's doing for the Thunder, Russell Westbrook, your guy, could never have done. Think if Chris Paul and Durant played together with Harden. They would have 7 championships.
I doubt it. Number 4, not really sure. This is the only shaky one on my list, but all things considered, I feel like I had to put him. That's Kyrie Irving. Like, this dude's a weirdo. He's not like the most, durable guy. But when he is on the court, he make things happen. So I can't knock him for that. How you feel?
I don't like him. He thinks the world's flat. He's out here tricking with WNBA players. He tried to make the NBA not happen. He single-handedly be like, oh no, I know LeBron not about to get a ring this season. Everyone sit out. No one plays because LeBron's going to get a ring. I don't fuck you, Kyrie. Fuck Kyrie. I hate him. I don't like his smirk. Fucking Uncle Drew. Uncle Diane. Bitch ass.
So who you got for number 4?
Dame Dollar, Mr. Spank Russell Westbrook himself. His Dame Dollar name should be Diamond Dallas Dame. Because he gonna spank somebody and he's gonna headshot you. He's a killer. He's a killer. Mm-hmm. It's just too many injuries.
Team Ronnie.
Too many injuries.
Number 3 on my list, I got Steph Curry. I mean, this dude revolutionized the NBA. People start pulling jumpers from everywhere on the court. Kind of already started with him. MVP and an NBA
Steph
champion
Curry?
too. Steph Curry, man.
I don't like Steph Curry because he just think he's so good. He just want to come down the court and shimmy and dance and do all type of whole ass shit because he seen LeBron was depleted, didn't have help. He was so much the man because he had Kevin Durant and had all this fucking help. He's so fucking good, but his bitch ass couldn't do shit when everyone left. He couldn't do nothing.
He was hurt.
He ain't hurt. He pretending. Nigga fake as I don't know what.
Man, what?
Ugly self.
Man, Steph Curry is greatness.
How? What's so great about Steph Curry?
His shooting range.
You know who's greater?
Who?
My number 3, James Harden, Mr. Step Back himself. Mr. Shooting in your eye. Mr. Leading the scoring in the league once again. The bearded man himself. Nigga have a aerodynamic mohawk for 7 years to help him goddamn shimmy on niggas and drop the step back. He's the only person you know who's going to get the foul call. You know he's going to guarantee a foul call. You know he's going to shoot in this regular season. But in the playoffs, though, he been kind of not there. But still, he's still number 3.
All right. Number 2, I got the person who most people say is the best point guard in the league, Damian Lillard. What you call him, Dame Dollar?
Dame Dollar.
That boy bad. I got him at number 2 on my list. What about you, Tat?
Number 2 on my list is Luka Doncic. I mean, he's breaking history. He's like Robertson. He's like every great point guard, like I said last time, in one. It's like all the white players put their hand in the air and let's all form the greatest ever. And they like put their energy and soul into Luka, and he's just playing for the white race himself. I mean, he's amazing. I mean, I have to look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe I need to lighten up a little bit. Because he's just so awesome.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
I mean, if he get a defensive game, he's going to be the face of the league. Not Giannis, not Kevin Durant when LeBron. It's going to be Luka's league. He's amazing. I love watching him play.
I agree. I will say this. Luka Doncic is number 1 on my list as the best point guard in the league. I think he just got the all-around package, man. Like I said, he averaged 39, 9, and 9. That's damn near a video game stat level, so I'm going with Luka.
Listen, y'all. Y'all done seen the first episode. So y'all know who my number 1 is. LeBron James. Number 1 in the league. The floor general. Mr. Dimer. Mr. Clutch. No one has a memory of each play like LeBron James. LeBron James know where you're going to be 5 plays while he's on the bench before he even get out there. He's going to make that pass. Then, LeBron James is not only the greatest point guard in the league, he is the greatest mind in the league. He is the true definition of a player, coach, and a leader, and an inspiration to all men out there. He is so great. He is just so special. And it warms my heart just to be able to speak about him right now. I mean, the things LeBron James did for the league is amazing. And the things he does at the court as a point forward is even greater.
So, there you have it. Our top 10 point guards in the league right now. Greatest QB of all time. We talked about this last week. I made a case for somebody. Tat responded with Joe Montana being the greatest quarterback of all time. Come on, man. Explain this.
Joku, Mr. Comeback Kid himself, 4 Super Bowls, no interceptions, 11 touchdowns, Joe Montana, Mr. Swagger himself. You mean the quarterback that made Jerry Rice the best receiver in the league? You mean the quarterback that took the Chiefs to the first AFC championship? You talking about Joe Montana? That was the best player on Madden NES? You're talking about Joe Montana? The greatest 49er? No one ever has as much passes completed as Joe Montana. His ERA is impeccable. I mean, not only is Joe Montana the greatest quarterback, he could be damn near the greatest football player.
Let's start right there. Tom Brady is the best quarterback that ever has been. Tom Brady has been in the playoffs, or sniffing around the playoffs for 20 years straight. 20 years straight. He's won 5 Super Bowls. He's been in 9. What can you say about that? How was he not the greatest?
I can talk about that New York Giants game.
Yeah, of course it's easy.
Both of them.
It's easy to point those
Both
out.
of them. If you lose to Eli Manning, Eli Manning, you can never be the GOAT. Eli Manning is arguably one of the worst quarterbacks ever. Not only is he the 3rd best Manning, he is the reason why the Giants were so horrible.
No, not Eli.
They had such a great team. They should have won more titles. You know why they didn't win more titles?
They didn't have an offensive line.
They didn't, because they had Eli Manning. He's like a deer in headlights.
Yes.
And if you can lose to a deer in headlights twice, that's your GOAT. If your quarterback has to cheat to win, a part of Spygate, a part of years and years of cheating, that's your GOAT.
Who it is for me? I'm seeing you define.
Why? What has he done for you lately?
I just named it.
What has he done for you lately? Because he went to the Buccaneers, your favorite team?
What has Montana done?
What you mean, what has he done? Only been the great. Only the number 1 and 2 tandem in sports. Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. There's no other duo. There's no other quarterback. Brady couldn't do it. Brady had a chance with Moss, and what did he do? He failed miserably. I mean, it's Joe Montana, baby. The GOAT. The real GOAT. Troy Aikman.
Nah, wait a minute.
I'm not Troy Aikman. Inspiration and role model is Joe Montana, not Tom Brady. Steve Young learned how to play because of Joe Montana sitting on that bench watching him. Brady, Doug Flutie. Staubach, what the other one was? Who he had? What's the other guy?
Stedman.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Joe Montana, greatest quarterback ever in the league.
Still going with Brady.
His numbers don't even match up. Too many interceptions in the Super Bowl.
5 rings.
4 rings. Joe Montana, perfect, flawless.
Ridiculous. So, Antonio Brown, suspended by the NFL, 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
You think his NFL career over?
He's suspended for 8 games. No team is interested. That's an investment a team is losing. They're not going to know who's going to want to make that investment. A player that can't even play 8 games. No one's going to make that investment. He's out of here. They would get them a young stud. Pause. I think if he do get a chance, somebody like the Washington Wizards will pick him up. Somebody like them.
Why would the Washington Wizards pick up Antonio Brown? The Wizards of basketball.
I mean, who's to say the Washington football team won't become the Wizards. I'm putting positive vibes in the air, trying to help them find a name. I think the Washington Wizards will be a great football and basketball team package. Because you got to think about it. Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons, Washington Wizards, Washington Magicians, Antonio Brown, Washington Magician.
Antonio Brown going to end up with either Dallas, because one thing Jerry Jones is showing you, he will go get the name. Plus, these people about to be sick on COVID. They're going to need substitute players. Injuries come along. I changed my mind. I think that Antonio Brown will be in the league.
For Dallas.
Leading candidate, yes.
America's team.
An American sport.
You don't even watch sports.
I know that Antonio Brown will get back if they asked him.
I don't think Antonio Brown has a shot in this league. I don't even think we're gonna have a football season.
I think we're gonna get through week 1, maybe week 2.
I'm just so surprised that no NBA player has caught corona.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So if we get past the NBA, I think that it's a chance for the NFL. But who's to say when their season gonna start?
Supposed to start Labor Day weekend, the day after Labor Day weekend, September the 3rd or 4th?
Yeah, September 5th, 4th,
So
3rd.
We'll see. Final thoughts, Tat. What you got?
We on final thoughts already?
Final thoughts already.
Time out. I'm looking at, listen here, studio audience. This man got Joe Montana as the most prolific. This is his paper, y'all. He has Peyton Manning as the most intelligent, and Michael Vick is the most exciting.
Okay, yeah, so what's so funny about that?
I mean,
that's nailing it.
You gave everyone so much colorful titles, and Tom Brady, same amount as Montana, Super Bowl rings, been in the hunt every year since 2001. But you come back most prolific. Come on, man. You agree with me, Joe Montana is the best in the GOAT.
Number 2.
You didn't give Tom Brady a fancy name.
I don't have to. It's Tom Brady. That's all you need to see. What's your final thoughts, Mr. I don't like Brady?
I did final thoughts last week.
My final thoughts for this week, you know what my final thoughts is?
Yes.
Let me say this loud and clear. Carmelo Anthony is going to be a disappointment to everybody who's putting their stock into this guy this year with Portland. He's going to get to the playoffs, if they get to the playoffs. That's still a big if. If they get to the playoffs, we're going to go back to seeing Carmelo taking up the mid-range jumpers, missing everything, and playing Portland right out of the game. And we're going to see Damian Lillard have to try to compensate for all the mess that Carmelo causes.
Time out. Never mind. Say it will not do the final thoughts again.
Final thoughts.
No, wait. Final thoughts, remix final thoughts. Remix. I thought I told you we won't stop.
Bad boy.
Now, this is the final thoughts for this week. We all agree that Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback ever to play. We also know that Cedric is on medication. For what? We don't know. But we do know that he agrees Tom Brady is second best. Not only have we learned Carmelo is back, we learned that the 8th seed is possible. We did our top 10 point guards, and we all agree that Luka is close to being number 1 behind the King. But we also agree that Kemba Walker and Kyle Lowry is trash. Not only have we learned the NBA is back in the full swing, the Lakers and the Clippers will be a matchup of the ages. But in the East, Toronto and the Bucks will face off to see who will be able to dethrone the King from the West. And finally, we reminisce and we pay homage and we put our lighters up in the air for the career of Antonio Brown. Because we all know that nigga will never play in the NFL again. And you don't even watch sports if you're watching us. I'm out.
Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Plug in with us. You don't even watch sports. I'm Chevy Ced.
I'm TatMoney, and you don't even watch sports. Let me do my gimmick.